Ever since Indian Motorcycles was relaunched into the world, it's been making waves in the big cruiser market with their legendary Indian Chieftain and subsequent releases. However, the one that received the most praise from the international media was definitely the Scout. We rode the iconic Scout last year, and it certainly left a lasting impression. Build quality and design is impeccable and the engine performance is outright wicked. Now, the Scout gets a slightly smaller engine to broaden its appeal further. The Scout comes fitted with a 69 cubic inch, 1,131 cubic centimeters, engine, but this new variant gets a 60 cubic inch, 983 cubic centimeters, motor, hence the name, Scout 60. Pretty much everything in the Scout 60 is identical to the Scout, except for the new engine and transmission. It now gets 78 bhp and 88 nanometers of torque transferred by belt via a new 5-speed transmission. In the looks department, there's no difference at all. The same classic styling is purposely infused into the bike. Both Scout models have cut down fenders, and also come without the iconic fender-mounted war bonnet. Even the speedometer has a decidedly vintage dial, and instrumentation is basic. But, still, the Scout is an Indian in all the right places. We had a slightly customized version though, with a new seat and leather bags that certainly added a lot of character to the bike. But the question we're trying to answer is whether or not the Scout 60 is as exhilarating to ride as its older brother. The simple answer is yes. While the smaller engine might not provide you with the same frightening level of acceleration as the Scout, it's still got more than enough pulling power to have you holding on tightly to the handlebars. The Scout 60 also has much better power figures than its rivals, such as the Harley-Davidson Iron 883, and the Triumph Street Twin, and even bigger rivals like the Bonneville T120. Refinement levels are also top-notch, as expected. The throttle always respects your command, and you need only twist it slightly to get the full effect of the engine's seamless power delivery. Low torque is also always available and highly appreciated. In fact, the engineering that has gone into the entire Indian lineup is deserving of high praise. Since it's a middleweight cruiser, the Scout 60, just like the bigger Scout, does seem a little tight for room, and it's certainly not the most comfortable for long rides. The riding position is nice, with minimum weight stress on your arms. But the seat isn't very comfortable, and legroom is cramped for tall riders. I rode the Scout 60 from Mumbai all the way to Delhi, and encountered some phenomenal roads. However, even on the smallest bumps, the stiff suspension wasn't exactly comfortable. But when it comes to handling, the Scout 60 performs with extraordinary confidence. What the Scout 60 lacks in comfort, it certainly makes up for in its handling and overall performance. It might have a cruiser body design, but it behaves like an outright sports bike. The front end feels light and you have a fairly good lean angle before you scrape the foot pegs. It's so nimble and quick that your riding style can easily become more aggressive, because the Scout 60 inspires you to lean into corners. On the highway, it's always calm and composed. But because it gets a 5-speed transmission, unlike the 6-speed in the Scout, it does feel vibey when you get into very high speeds. But after riding the bike for more than 1,500 kilometers, the engine proved to be very smooth and very manageable, yet still exciting. With a tank capacity of 12.5 liters, I managed to cover a distance of around 200 kilometers before refueling, which isn't too bad. The brakes, with ABS, also worked very well, as the 298mm discs do the job perfectly. The Scout 60 certainly lives up to its namesake, and it carries the same race-inspired character as the original Scout. And, of course, it looks gorgeous. It's priced much higher than all of its competitors, but that's only because you're getting what is likely the highest quality, best looking, and best performing middleweight cruiser available in the world today.